Well, we found out from some more experienced beekeepers that we expanded way too fast. Essentially, it does not need to be this large. It's too much room for the bees, and they like to be, kept in confined spaces. That's why they will go in between the studs in your walls and form hives there. But essentially, we thought that since the two bottom brood boxes were full, if you notice, the two bottom ones are bigger than the middle one, or not the middle one, but the third one up, and then the fourth one up is the same height as the others. Well, we had to keep the top one, the big one, because that's where the feeder is, and we wanted to give them the honey super, which is the third one, the small one. Even though they call it a super, I don't get that, but whatever. Anyway, we got to tear it down, and we got to replace the feeder with a different type of feeder, which we have over here. It is a top feeder. We've got one for each deal, and essentially the bees crawl from the bottom and they go through those holes, and it's kind of cool because the screen keeps them from flying out, so you can refill those pans with the sugar water and the bees won't come out and get you, and you can basically do it with just a veil on and not cause a lot of disturbance to the bees. But I'll show you the it's called a division board feeder that's at the top that we're going to remove and set aside for the next round of hives that we're going to do. So Ryan's smoking the bees, trying to throw off the scent as usual. And you're going to see that there's not a whole lot of activity up top. You want the hive tool, dude?
Yeah.
Alright, let me grab the hive tool. There we go, and there we go. I'm going to grab it. Alright. Bees are coming out. And these are right here, this black thing right here is a beetle trap. And this is the division board feeder that we had before. And we're going to be removing these boxes and replacing it with the other one. Ryan, that's enough smoke, dude. Well, these are the hives collapsed because we expanded too fast. Just because of the different feeders that we had. Bees are hanging out on the front porch. I'm going to open this up and see if anybody's come to the top looking. Son of a gun. So I'm going to drip some of this sugar water down inside. Nope, nobody's come up yet. They'll find it though. Here are the queen excluders. As you can tell, they built some wax along it. I'm just leaving these outside the hives because, believe it or not, the bees will come back and actually take that wax and bring it back into the hive. And then over here are the old frames, or not the old ones, but the ones that were on top, and the old feeders. Now if you look, there's bees that are actually cleaning up that wax also, which is a good thing. They're going to clean these feeders up. Normally the feeders are vertical. They're laying on the side just to entice the bees to come in and take this wax back to the hive. But I'm leaving these boxes out here also, just in case if the bees built anything inside the frames, which I don't think they did. They really slowed down when we expanded the hives. But we thought it was the right thing to do, but this is our first year. But you can see the bees are going in there. But yeah, that's why we had the brood box on top, was to hold this division board feeder, or these feeders. But the new ones are pretty cool. Ooh, there's a good one inside. Just taking all the wax they can, because it takes like some insane amount of honey to make wax. But anyway, there's an update.